Undefeated boxing prospect Esteban Ali Garza will be fighting August in Reynosa, Mexico. In this interview, he talks about his last fight back in May and about some current fighters in his weight division. Check out this media interview with Richard Bergendahl, PYP Boxing, and South Texas Boxing News. All right, so we're here with Esteban Ali Garza, undefeated Esteban Ali Garza, getting ready to fight in August. Esteban, you got some work today here at Reti's Boxing Gym. How are you feeling, man?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling sharp. I'm feeling 100%. I've been staying active even after my fight, so I feel tip top shape. Even though we're still like 7 weeks out the fight, but I'm feeling great.
Esteban, this is man, I've known you for about 18, 20 months. We were talking about that over there. In those 18, 20 months, man, I've noticed, I've been to gyms all over the nation. You have been improving a lot, like big time. Do you
Yeah,
feel it? Like,
yeah,
do you know you're improving? Do you say, oh, wow, I used to, use the jab this way and now do you feel it? Do you know you're getting
yeah,
better?
yeah. I know. My team tells me, my coaches tell me, my manager tells me. Everybody around, like when I spar around people, they tell me I'm doing great. But I don't let it get to me. I know there's a lot more room to improve, so I'm just doing my job.
Esteban, are these improvements coming from a different routine or something different that you're doing? And do you plan to do anything different in this next camp?
Oh yeah, every camp is different. For this fight we're going 8 rounds, so we're pumping the conditioning more up. We're getting more mid work. I'm staying in tip top shape. Even the days I feel tired, I still gotta go to the gym and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm feeling great. I'm preparing very good for this fight. And compared to last camp, I'm having a hard camp but a great camp.
Two of the fighters here in the RGB that are in your weight class fought this past Friday, Brian Chinito Santiago and Jared Mercado. What are your thoughts about their fight, and do you see yourself mixing it up with them maybe sometime next year?
Yeah, if I didn't have my plans, we could have done a date by maybe at the end of the summer, something like that. But I got my own plans, and I'm pretty sure they got their own plans too. But I do want to give them if when the time's right, we can fight definitely. I do want to fight Brian Santiago, maybe next year or whenever we can. If our teams can come to agreement, I do want to fight him because he proved himself. And I think Hade was looking for a statement, but he just couldn't find it. But I take my hat off to Chinito. I have the most respect for him, and I do want to fight him again.
Listen, man, you're 7-0 already, and you got interest over in Vegas just today. You saw Salas Boxing Gym was watching you. They were screen recording it so they could see it tomorrow, man. How
Yeah,
does
yeah.
that make you feel knowing that people are interested all over the
If
place?
you, if you, if you, It's a great feeling, because Angelino Cordova and Salas, they're working together. Angelino's fighting for a inter-world title in August, right?
Yeah,
In
July
August.
3rd.
So I'm very grateful and I'm happy because it's good to have be around world champs and have peer opinions of their things. Telling me what can do better. Well, I'm looking good. I'm looking okay. But I'm very happy and I'm grateful for the opinion they've been asking me, telling me.
After this fight, do you plan to take the holidays off, or what do you plan to do for the rest of the year?
Our plans right now is to fight in August and then 8 rounds, and then hopefully in November, another good fight, 10 rounds, and yeah, I'll take the holidays off. I want to fight before Thanksgiving. I've been on the gym constantly every day, even after my fight. So I do before Thanksgiving I do want to fight. I do want to fight again, and then I want to spend time with my family and friends on Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Esteban, talk about the competition level, different level of from here from the RGV to Reynosa.
Oh, well, it's different. I feel like here in RGV, it's more, it's like they say like Vegas is better in Texas, and that's why I feel it over there. Like Reynosa, they have good competitors, but I feel like here in RGV, just way more talent, we're more not disciplined, but we're more technique wise, skill wise, I think we're just a lot better than over there in Mexico. But all respect to Mexico though.
8 rounders now, Esteban. How do you feel, man? You comfortable there?
Yeah, very comfortable. I feel like each round, I'm getting more and more stronger. So I'm very comfortable going round by round and going more rounds. And which I wanted, they wanted me to, my team wanted me to go a 6 rounder, but I told them I'm not gonna fight if it's an 8 rounder. So they had, so I'm just
Listen, I heard this morning you had a morning workout,
yeah,
doing strength and conditioning. Now tonight you're sparring. This is the career. This is the full life. You're totally into this, 80 hours a week.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's good. We my last time we weren't we for a few of my fights we weren't doing strength conditioning because because I was going 4 or 6 rounds. But for this one, we did bring signature because I'm gonna need it for the, especially for the 8 rounds. You know, I'm finding a tough guy. He's 5-0, all 5 knockouts. You know, he's ranked I think 60 in the world or something like that, But you know, I'm gonna do my thing and I'm gonna um, show people that I am the real deal and at 108 pounds.
I mean, in closing, Esteban, anybody want to say hi to any shout outs you want to give to anybody?
I want to get the shout out to Kozo Homes, my sponsor, with Gozal SSC, and Joe's Triple J Produce for sponsoring me every fight I was getting me right. I want to give a shout out to all my friends and family. You know, my friends I've been through. I know they've been going through it with me. You know, they're always been by my side. You know, sometimes like right now, like I don't want to be here. You know, I don't want to be in the scene. I don't want to spar, but you know, they gave me motivation to be here, and you know, they give me motivation to fight for them.
All right, man. Thank you, Esteban.
Yeah,
Thank you, Esteban.
Thank you.